Hey guys, this is Accounting Nightmare. Welcome back to Let's Play Devil May Cry 3. We're up to mission 10, which is going to be a pretty short one, I must say. I reckon we'll go and use this costume this time, since we haven't used it in a little bit. We won't be using the super costumes since they're kind of cheesy and cheap. We might use them in a little bonus video or something. So I haven't actually gone over these little options here. Since this is going to be a shorter mission, I might as well do that here. We have the Demo Digest, which is a nice little collection of cutscenes. You can view any cutscene in the game that you've unlocked. So it tells you what mission they're from, and the little picture used for the mission is actually the hidden number, as you can see. So if you just couldn't find them in the cutscenes, this gives away where they are. We've also got total ranking, which will tell you all of your rankings for all of your missions. I find it interesting that the mission numbers only go down to 7, but I've done 9 missions. I'm not sure how that works. And on the right, you can see it says how many secret missions you've done. We've done the first 5 out of 12. Still got quite a bit more to go. We've also got a nice little gallery. There's all sorts of stuff in here. It's all unlocked as you do different difficulties and such. Different character concept art. You can zoom in and have a look. Clear bonus art. Completing the game on each difficulty gives you different clear bonus art. Unlocking all of it is rather painful because it does require getting all S ranks, and apparently SS ranks gives a different picture again. So high-res CG art. Might have a bonus video where we actually look at all these pictures and such, and illustrations of Dante's odd-looking devil trigger form. Then we've got different videos, an E3 promo, crazy gameplay video, some of the craziest gameplay ever. Yeah, you should look at the true style videos, those are crazier. Motion capture video. Okay, that would be interesting. I don't think I've watched that one before. And another promo video. I might put some of these up in the thread just so you guys can see them. Some of them are quite interesting. Finally, we've got the Bloody Palace, which returns from Devil May Cry 2. It's basically a survival mode where you fight room after room of enemies, with bosses sprinkled throughout. I think the bosses are random. I'm not really sure what determines what bosses you fight. Because the first time I tried the Bloody Palace, I was actually only halfway through the game, and the first boss I encountered was the final boss of the game, and I got absolutely murdered. Rather funny now that I look back on it though. Well, let's jump into mission 10.
Soon we will reach the lair of judgment. Timon Negru will finally regain its full function and lead us into the demon world. The world where Sparta's power has been sealed. And the one who will lift the incantation is you, his own son. It must be fate.
Does that woman really bother you?
What are you talking about?
Why didn't you kill her? Perhaps because she's your daughter? Did some pesky fatherly love get in your way?
That's none of your...
To further your study of the black arts, you sacrificed your loving wife to become a devil as well. Knowing this, I thought you'd be more useful to me. But I was wrong. No wonder your attainment of power is incomplete.
What about you? You're an incomplete being as well. Oh. Both demon and human blood mingle in your veins.
Shut up. Now that the final door is open, I have no use for you.
Wow. Virgil's evil. Mission number 10 was written in blood. Ooh, blood. So we have a job to strengthen the silent bridge. Silent? Why is it silent? I don't know. Haven't used Swordmaster a whole lot lately, have we? Let's use it. And I quite like Spiral, so I'm going to keep hold of it. And we're going to have a play with Navan. Now I'm going to grab one more purple orb. And we've got quite a few moves we can now buy for Navan. Let's start with Air Raid because we need it for something in this mission. Air Raid lets you fly. Ooh. And Volume Up. Volume Up is a pretty nice little ability which increases the rate at which you create bats. So it basically powers Navan up completely. It's very, very useful to have. We might as well bump up Spiral to level 2. You may notice that we haven't had a style level up in a while. That's because I don't want them all to hit level 3 really quickly, because that's not what normally happens. It normally takes quite a while to hit level 3. But starting next mission, I think we'll start to level them up, because there's quite a few abilities to show off. Ah, now we're on the other side of the cavern. And we can get to this item, which is a stone mask, which is connected to water. Ooh, I think we may have a use for that. And let's pull out Navan. So the attack button with Navan actually whips it out like that. Then you can start summoning bats and doing all sorts of stuff. Navan is a very strange weapon. It doesn't control like any other weapon in the game. It's because you pull out the guitar to get into this stance. And then this is the normal attack. But holding in different directions will bring you that and that. It depends on which way Dante's facing, which is really quite odd to say the least. Press it towards his back and attack, and you get that attack. And fours gives you that. Anyway, we also have Swordmaster, so we can slash. It turns into a nice scythe to just rip through enemies. It's really quite powerful. And you can do it in the air too. And we've also got this, which is quite fun. It's also a crazy combo. Swordmaster gives Navan some really nice single target attacks, which is a little lacking in otherwise. Oh, not these guys. Spirals are lovely for, well, knocking them into stone form though. Oh, we've got a group of 3. Might play around with Navan's slash because it's really quite powerful. There's quite a lot of spawns in here if I remember correctly, so I might not bother killing them all. Haha, you missed. Oh wow, look at them all. You're not bothering to fight that. Something to note is that the secret mission is still here. And it's actually a bit easier now that you have Navan, as long as you know how to use Navan, of course. There's also a green orb that always appears in there, so if you need some health, just duck in there and top up. Oh, there's the exit. And we're back out here. We'll try and grab these orbs without going through the door. Ah, sneaky. Might collect some red orbs around here. Now there's quite a few things we couldn't do here last time that we can now do. Starting with this statue. So that attack's lovely for getting your style up a bit. And there we go. Ah, full blue orb. Thank you. You may notice that Navan's got a flicking attack. Flicks enemies in the air. You can boost it up on the upgrade screen, which we'll do a bit later. The boosted up form actually summons bats as well, which is pretty cool. I reckon I'm going to go collect all these red orbs over here. So I'll fast forward, because you've already seen me do this. You don't need to see it again. Tasty red orbs. So let's see what this mask can do. And yet another item. A lot of this game is just trading items. Big item trade sequence. Not really sure where that door goes, but we can't get in there. So let's worry about this item. Wood generator. It's used to power the main bridge. How do you know that, Dante? Dante's psychic. And we have a weird thing around here, which is actually a secret mission. Okay, number 6, Flight of the Demon. This one is actually quite a pain in the butt. Basically what you have to do for this one is fly using Navan's air raid. So you have to have air raid for a start, and air raid actually uses your devil trigger, so you have to have a decent amount of devil trigger too. You can get devil trigger in the secret mission though, which is good. There's a couple big devil trigger orbs at the start, so you can just collect them, let the time run out and try again. So let's show off air raid, and we have to fly around and collect all the orbs. Okay, so you have to trigger. Then follow the path. Almost run out of devil trigger there. Oop. And I'll deactivate devil trigger just to get down quicker. And you follow this path along, make sure you grab them all, because we won't have time to come back. Woohoo! Just finished that one in time. And the blue orb fragment appears way over there, just to be a pain in the ass. So with air raid you have to trigger with Navan active, hold, what is it, R1, and jump in the air. Like jump and then hit jump again, and you'll start to float. You have to be devil triggered while you do all this, so you have a time limit. It will take quite a few tries your first time. But I practiced it, haha. Air raid can feel a bit strange to use. It also has an electric shock attack, which I didn't get to show off. Not many people really use it because it's a bit awkward to use. It's worth trying out someday though. So we're going back through here. And we have a new enemy, the Dullahan. Basically, they have a shield on the front, which makes them impervious to your attacks, but their back is very vulnerable. So you just wait for them to fly past and then just slash up their back. Simple. You can probably just use aerial cross with this, but I like throwing Nirvana's air slash because Nirvana's fun. Oh, so simple. Sometimes those guys don't just fly around and ignore you. Sometimes you have to actually dodge around them and get behind them. But at that point they were being foolish idiots who were just hovering back and forth because they're very dumb. Alright, so we need to get back to... Ow. We need to get back to that first room from the last mission. So we can dodge arrows and we can use the generator in the bridge. That means we're just backtracking. Yeah. I'm not really very fond of this mission, it's just backtracking. You see the archer positioning is different here. Oi! Bastard. I'm gonna shoot you with Spiral. Aha! I warned you, didn't I? It's your fault you weren't prepared. Now get up. Try and use some arrows on me. Aha. Or you could just sit there and die. Oh well. He had his chance. He failed. Back in the garden. Nothing interesting here. We already got that blue orb. And on we go. And we're back in the spider room from last mission. But we killed all the spiders, so there's none left. Surely. Or maybe there are. Maybe there's a lot. We've got a whole wave of 3 of them right off the bat. Jeez. How quickly do these things breed? Actually, they probably don't breed because apparently they're all female. Well, maybe. They're all created out of the lost spirits of females, apparently. Probably vengeful females, because any spirit that gets turned into a monster like this is vengeful. So don't make your wife angry or she'll turn into this. Not pretty. We've got a new one. A big one. That wasn't a very smart idea there. This green one. The main difference between it and the smaller ones is just it has a bigger range when it attacks, which is definitely something to be careful of. Let's see if I can finish off with guns. When there's a big one in the room, you want to kill it before the others, because it can really get in your way. Trust me. Who should I kill first? I think it'll be you. Oh yeah, it's definitely you. You're annoying. Oh, so easy. Now you can see that that one split in half and created babies. That's because I discovered that if you kill enemies with these spiders with melee weapons, they split and create babies. If you kill them with guns, they don't create babies. Useful to know, isn't it? That's why they didn't create many babies last time, because I was using Artemis and Gunslinger, which is a very nice combo. But this time we're mostly using our swords. So we're going to have to put up with a lot of little babies running around. Really want to get this big one down, because it's very annoying. Oh god, babies. Ah. Get the babies off me. I want to keep hold of some trigger here so that I can get rid of the little ones when they jump on me. Because they're getting everywhere, look at them. Whoa! Yeah, the charging attack on the big ones is really nasty. It's got a huge range. Be careful how you jump to avoid it or you will get hit. Another excellent reason to kill them first. They're also a little annoying on how you interrupt them. Sometimes they'll just stun you Like, sometimes they'll just block you right after you've interrupted them. Which is a little annoying to say the least. Makes killing them take longer. I don't think they have more health. Not that I've noticed anyway. But you never know. It is kind of hard to measure enemy health in a game like this. Woohoo! Missed me. I will get you with that attack one day. I promise. And we've just got you left. Aha. Very close to death too. I'll get you. Ah, I really want to get one of them in this attack. Oh well. And so ends the spider massacre. That was basically 2 big spiders and 4 smaller ones, if you weren't keeping count. And that was the big fight of the mission, sadly. Okay, don't know how Dante knew he had to get the ball in the lion's mouth, but whatever. So this little panel here is now active. We can use it to swap the bridge back and forth. We don't need to swap it back though, because it's now in a new position. We can use it to get to a new area. But first I'm going to go outside. With a fun little red orb crystal here. We couldn't actually get to this last mission. If you try and go out the door, it'll say something about how Lady is going to handle those demons or something. Woohoo! That was quite a fall. Oh, no sign of Lady. She's gone off to do something. Ah. Red orbs came flying out of its eye. It's kind of gross. And now let's see where this goes. And there's another panel here. Ooh. And I need some special power. Yeah, bloody hell. It's all special powers here. God. Yeah. Oh. Oh dear. I didn't do that, I swear.
Well, that was quick.
That man. Did you kill him?
So what if I did? Woo! Ooh, I love a fast woman.
Shut up! He was obsessed with becoming the devil. So much he killed his own wife. For that, he butchered innocent people, too. He's the most vile kind of creature. To top it off, that filthy scum is my father.
Well, we have something in common. I have a dysfunctional family, too.
And what would you know about family? You're a demon. This is my father. My family. This was all supposed to end by my hand.
Aren't you gonna shoot? Well, that's a switch.
Just go. I don't care anymore.
Family, huh?
Well, so mission 10 is really not that interesting. I'm very sorry, guys. No boss fight, no new weapons, just backtracking a new enemy at least, and a fight against a crap load of spiders. Oh well, next mission is actually more interesting, I promise. So join me for mission 11.